and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Love. He'll pull it down and run. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Guys, we said it earlier, fun to see a rematch of last year's title game. You know, you think back on that game when it was 31-7, everybody thought it was all over. Everyone except the Irish. They fought back, got close, but how do they get redemption in this one?
Well, they got to be more consistent. They had a 79-play drive to start the game, capped it off with a touchdown, and then kind of went to sleep after that for a few quarters. They've got to be consistently better in each and every possession, I think, to win this one.
Yeah, Ohio State was so talented, obviously. So they got some new faces. Notre Dame has some new faces, but it's still going to be the physicality of Notre Dame. That first drive you referenced, Jesse, it was physicality. It was running the football. They got to be better and more consistent for a whole game.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Love. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Leaves it with the back. And the 45 on its way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. The sure hands. It's Peoples. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival. Touchdown, Ohio State! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Fields. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Moving out of the pocket. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play. Momentum shift for the defense.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This time it's complete. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in there. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Love. He's going to run it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Carr. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Caught near the sticks. It's Pauly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play. This second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to pass, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Love. He's going to take off. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Using his feet to buy time. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's 3rd down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. Dances away. And the quick shuffle pass. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Walker. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that's a great job by the defender there. Back in his own end, he knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Notre Dame.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the right. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Grab behind the line. It's up. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's gone. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And some room to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Love. He'll try to do it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Finding an escape route. The wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the wildcat again. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Love. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Nice move there. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down. Offense in a bunch formation. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
To the air, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. And he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Love. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Price. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. It's complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Price. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll give it to the back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, a fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He wants to take the top off. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. Defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly, but listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Trying to make magic with his feet. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Price. Buys a little time with his feet. Going to try to get it himself. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
What you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Price. Got a man, it's Payne. Ernie on the Jets. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back has it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's going to run it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Price. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it's sort of
Green 25. Ready, go. All day, baby. Come on. Fire. Ready. 42 Spider. Mark on.